Hello everybody, thank you for joining us this fine day. We're going to try a pose of Spider-Man, and we're going to use a perspective style thing in which he is crawling toward the viewer, or toward us in this case. So what we're going to do is from one of the more classic Spider-Man poses, and we'll be like doing our take on this. So this is our surface. So let's say, okay, so this is our surface. So the building, let's say, going down, or a surface going down. The building cannot be like this small. So let's say that these are just segments on the building, and he's like coming upward. So what we're going to do is put in a nice big hand here first to start. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the hand is like this. So you could have an arc shape up here, and then the fingers will, of course, we'll give them some life as we go. So foreshortening there. You can use the coil here, forearm, bicep, and tricep, going into the delt, the head, probably somewhere there. Just put in an oval shape, and I hope like you can like follow this along. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 circles will do, but this one probably the largest. And then we're going to do the shoulder set there, and that is the next deltoid, the delt structure right there. And we're going to go that. So foreshortening again there, hand 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that's the second hand right there. And then of course there's his back. Now how much we want to show otherwise is dependent on us, because most of the body is going like downward, so it is not necessarily visible in its entirety. So what I'm going to do is, so we're imagining the lower part of the torso, and this is somewhere around here. So one leg coming this way, and it could be going backward, or it could be going this way, and the foot being there, and the next leg going all the way back, and foreshortening there again. So we'll have a bend, and maybe the foot there. So what I'm going to do is I will grab myself a pen, and I would recommend that practice be concluded using a pencil, because it'll be easier to go through any corrections. In my case, if I have any mistakes, I'm just going to improvise and just try to make it work. So I have the fingers all set. Perhaps in this particular pose, the most expressive part, and I would recommend doing those segments like that. 2, 3, and that one is a little too thick, so we can correct that as we are going. But there's the thumb, so that is his hand on the wall. And then of course we have foreshortening there, elbow right there, forearm, some of the bicep, and going into the delt there, or the shoulder upper back. Now let's make this proportion a little more egg-shaped. Eyes if you wish. Now we are not essentially doing the entire sketch here. What we are doing is we are trying this pose, and it's a very common pose for Spider-Man, but it's also a pose that you could really I think really utilize in different like media, because it could be, you could show perhaps a person going up a cliff, so climbing. So it can be a climbing pose if you give this guy a helmet, and you know, you could show some scraggly rocks here, and it will like really work. So it's good to know how to go about this. And so for the most part we have nailed our the key part of the pose here. Now at the back, so as I said, some foreshortening involved, and I'm just going back like that and putting in a bit of the foot right there. I could make this more defined or just leave it as it is. It should work. And then I show a little bit of the back there, so, or his back end rather, and I show a little bit of the knee going in. Now from here on you could either show a foot there, actually that might work, or you could actually go back in here and show a part of the foot there, or even place it here. Everything will probably work in this case. So there we have it. That is the essential quick Spider-Man pose that you could use for different purposes. So do try it out, and please do subscribe, keep in touch, let us have your comments, and till the next video, have yourself a wonderful day.